up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw on the first play, McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 41 yards. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Middle of the field to Jefferson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 18-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jordan Mason punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They juked him. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Jackson.
47-yard line.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Pushing his way through. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 42 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45. play action. McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Open man is Naylor. He's got it. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson going to keep it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he is going to lose yardage here. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
DC, right? You. Right up. Shut up.
Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
At the Vikings' 21-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 19-18.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go. Cougar 19. 70 Lions. Riggs. Warriors 70.
A final shot before break. McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Jackson now. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 4th down. Here's Jackson. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Final minute now of the third quarter. A first down carry for Henry. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They go play action now. Jackson on the RPO. He'll keep it himself. He's got some room to operate. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Isaiah Likely from 13 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Ravens 21, Vikings 14.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go. Waiting.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's over the middle. He finds Naylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Street.
Here's McCarthy. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Roquan Smith. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 43.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the Vikings pick up the football. There he goes, left side. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
A shotgun handoff to Henry.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Pick it up.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. From the gun, Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find the throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
Henry up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Now Jackson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 26 yards. And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And the Vikings first down.
Back to throw. Complete. Jefferson to target.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
At the 33-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And the Vikings first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. The beautiful fake. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And now an already missed on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.